Hello, and welcome back to Lorelei and the Laser Eye, where I wanted to check the library to see if I somehow possibly have missed a book that'll tell me more about the moon phases that I'm looking for. I didn't realize this went on for so long. I'm pretty sure I've read all of that, but I don't 100% swear it. Let's see. There's no way... yeah, it's not any of those. It's not like a... Oh, let's see. There's some back here. But let's see. We already did that puzzle. We haven't figured out what on earth is going on with this yet for... whatever that is worth, the cartography in a bunch of languages book. Okay, we have all these over here. Yeah, and then we've got our journal where we've got a series of dates. We just need to know the moon phases of those dates to open the journal. So I'm just missing a book with some information about dates of some sort. These aren't books I can touch right now, apparently not. Let's see, this is yeah, this is the 1847 book. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting anything else out of these. Numbered books, numbered books, numbered books. Let's see, we've got this sign. Yeah, I don't know. It's certainly not going to be in there. Just looking for, there's anywhere else there might be text laying around. This is one of these puzzles, so it's not going to be that one. Let's see, this was only a fake book for purposes of, all of that. We still have the 4-button safe, and I feel like we have one other safe. Could be wrong. That we haven't opened. Let's see. Were there any books in... Yeah, we've got the scrapbook here. But we've looked at these. Nothing on this bookcase. Let's see, yeah, that's the shortcut to the guy who we unchained. Yeah, nothing gonna be there. Let's see. So we also have to sort out the thing with these. Fury. Oh, I wonder, I bet I have to put these in the order because they're, I was assuming the labels were just what this astronomical symbol was, but I bet I just had to put them in the order. Maybe not. I don't know. In some order. Let's see. Because, like, Mercury... So this one is Mars, right? Which it is, I think, actually Mars. This one is Mercury. This one is Jupiter. This one is Venus. This one is Saturn. And then this one is Sun. So maybe I put these in, like, solar system order. On the thing. That would probably make the most sense. Okay, so Sun would be at the center. Then Mercury, which would be that. Then Venus, which would be that. Then the Moon, which would be that. Then Mars, which would be that. And then I think Jupiter, then Saturn, although if you told me that Saturn and Jupiter were in the other order, I wouldn't believe you. Or sorry, I would believe you. Is what I meant to say. So Saturn and Jupiter in the other order. I don't think Saturn and Jupiter are in the other order, though. I liked that, actually. So, Moon, Mercury, Venus. Sorry, Sun, Mercury, Venus, Moon, Mars. Are we sorting these things by size? See, the problem is when we're sorting these by size, I know that Jupiter is huge and the Sun is huger, but I don't know much beyond that. I really don't think I have anything that has anything to do with these, do I? This is still so, like, why is this here? I assume it will eventually become clear. Okay, let's see if this is actually here. When the third eye passes us by, the world belongs to its creators. It's time for beauty and chaos. An artist will be crowned king. He will lead our victory over Maman. He will create items of great beauty, and for a fleeting moment there will be harmony and chaos, but order will be restored, and the nights of the third eye end in blood. Artists will die or surrender to merchants. Maman will not be denied, but the artifacts of these nights will remain among us. That is not relevant, I don't believe. Wasn't anything random in the instruction booklet, right? The different... Okay, so it does tell you in the things that you don't need any of the things to beat the game. That listen very carefully if a person with an owl mask speaks. So I mean, this would almost be a hint that maybe you want it backwards or something like that, but that doesn't really do anything. Himmelskorper by... This is by Renate. Let's say something about them becoming more and more simple. There's no way I can possibly organize these by how simple they are, right? That seems nonsensical to attempt to do. Uh, okay, I do not know. That is the short version. But I do feel as though I must be missing some detail. How are we supposed to get... I still don't understand what I'm doing with this 4-button safe. Yeah, there's nothing laying around here that I haven't already grabbed. I don't believe. There very well could be like some book on some shelf or in some corner or something that I haven't grabbed. There were like a lot of areas opened up at once, and it would be very plausible that I missed something somewhere. The one thing you can be sure of is that if I did miss something, then when Tristan was editing it, he almost assuredly saw it and then was like, "You keep walking by this thing. Why do you keep walking by this thing?" Because that is a lot of our conversations while he edits things. This is a locked shortcut. Excellent. Let's see. What's back here? Right. This let me get into the horse area. And the owl lady said something about finding the Minotaur. I think I need to bring the hammer here so that I can break into the wall. This room, I think, was here for the sole purpose, as far as I could tell, of picking up a single block that fell through that grate, which I needed to solve the horse puzzle. Okay, let's look through. It's not any chance it's on these Laser 1 puzzles. No, I really don't believe... Or posters. I don't believe it is, anyway. Let's see. What's down here? Right, one of these. I think those are forming the login for the computer. Let's see, we've got all this stuff over here. I don't think I can interact with any of that. Let's see, here we've got the wines that we have read a bunch of times that I feel like must have some information in them, but I have no idea what that information would be. I was trying to pluck that rock off the wall, but I don't think I can. See, I can't interact with those. Let's see, more wine over here. This is where the kitchen is that I also have never found anything in. I think a ghost chased me here once, but I don't think that counts as finding something. Let's see, there's an espresso machine. This whole area. All outside. I don't have anything that I could plausibly put in the gravestones that I did not have before, do I? Unless I'm putting cassette tapes in them or something. Seems hard to figure out what I'm putting in the gravestones. I just never looked at these. That's it. That's the thing I needed. Okay, so, okay, well, I know where it is. Okay, so, let's look at August 12th. Is, I don't know how I'm gonna draw this, but I'll do my best. September 8th is that. I know there's some name about gibbous or something, like a waning gibbous or something for these, but I absolutely could not tell you. Which one of these? Okay, so that's January 10th. December 22nd. I wonder how many other clues to puzzles are in this pile that I just never picked up, apparently. December 22nd. Looks like that. And November 25th also, I think, looks like that. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay, so this is the order for the other thing. Okay, so yeah, this pile of books just somehow never got my attention. Because it is supposed to be, okay, the moon is 1. Mars is 2. Mercury is 3. Jupiter 4. Venus 5. Saturn 6. Oh. So then how do we know what order to put these in? Like, it's clearly a, Okay, let's see. What does this say? 1 is the divine, 9 is death, 6 is life, and 3 is creation. Combining them tells us about the holy powers and visions within each person, and how to use them in creativity. This is, then, the year for creation at all costs, life or death. To those willing to see it, 1963 is a year of finality and new beginnings. To understand crystallomancy, we must understand that all divinity is therapeutic, not paranormal. Over the years, there have been several scientific studies of the practice, and many come to the same conclusion. Crystal gazing is self-hypnotism. What you see in the crystal could be simply something you've forgotten or repressed. What about these books? Can I look at these too? Oh, apparently I did look at these. I see. So I looked at those books and I didn't look at these books, is what happened. Did I look at this note? I assume so. Yeah. Okay. So that means I can open the journal. So we need a list of days of the week in order, I guess, is probably what's happening for the one thing. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Okay, but for the moment, we can go down and go to the library and open the journal, I believe. Okay. That makes me feel better, it makes me feel worse that I was just missing something for all this time, but, okay, so this is... It's that. Then it is... that, and then that again, and then it is that and that, I believe. There we go. Woohoo! Journal opened. It appears to be a journal. The pages are out of order. I wonder if we have the 7 journeyed in silken tattered rags and gilded wagons on bloody souls. Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, so I bet that this is going to tell me the order to put the things in. I will, of course, read it to you, fear not. But yeah, this is gonna, okay, tell me the order to put the things in. Okay, so, right. So this is Friday. So this is the first symbol. Okay, so Friday was first, then Monday, then Thursday, which is Jupiter, I believe. Then Saturday, which is certainly Saturn. Tuesday. Hey, that's my birthday. Tuesday, Sunday, and Wednesday. That is 7. Okay, so I know the order to that. Okay, let's read this and see what other secrets we have learned from this. 7 journeyed in silk robes and tattered rags and gilden wagons and on bloody souls. Sister Moon, Brother Mars, Brother Mercury, Brother Jupiter, Sister Venus, Brother Saturn, and Sister Sun, their red eyes searching for what had been lost. Cosmic words. Cosmic was underlined in red somewhere. That I've not explained why it was underlined in red somewhere yet, by the way. Spoken by the magician as he made the shadows of his long-dead brothers come alive on the walls in an act of true magic. I could see them travel in gilded wagons on the first roads built by man. I could see them walk on bloody souls through endless scorched deserts, their red eyes forever looking to the night sky in search of what had been lost to them and forgotten by the rest of us. Until now. The winter sun came out today. It painted the garden in the most generous colors. I could see its beauty, but all the details had been stripped. Mother Nature only designs to see me drawing from her sketchbook. Soon I will not even see the outlines. Will I be even lonelier in the dark, I wonder. I spent the evening in my studio. What I paint now will soon be unseen, even by me. My eyes have been reborn. Everything is new again. My eyes are those of a child. I had forgotten beauty. The magician was as surprised as me. He never thought the vermilion tears would work. The cure was the most excruciating pain I have ever felt. As the drops fell in my eyes, it felt like my eyes boiled like egg inside my skull. At the end, it felt like I was in a pot of boiling red pain. But thank the eye, then my first colleagues appeared before me in a vision. Mere apes like me, they painted a crimson maze on the cavern wall, the very first piece of art. Their red eyes met mine in quiet understanding. An ancient conspiracy was shared. How long was I sleeping? Am I allowed to write about the maze? Am I allowed to write about the third eye? Am I allowed to write about the red beast? Words cannot do them justice anyhow. The magician is afraid of his hat. Truthfully, he is afraid of everything. Is it because his eyes are old and tired? Or is it because he is not a true artist? I am still fond of him, but his gloomy chatter interferes with my work. Things have started to appear in the house. Objects and rooms and fantasies. Soon there will be a theater. The magician believes that we are still in the maze. He is wrong and right. I have been there since I was a little girl. We saw me there. All day we could hear the sound of ticking, the magician and I searching at length for the clock. Its hands had stopped moving, yet time passed. We have lived for years these days, yet we are not getting older. My wrist aches terribly, but it is from the never-ending brushstrokes, not age. If I do not control myself, I paint. Art flows through my veins now. It is wonderful and terrible. Can I write about the maze man? I think I know what he is. A knock on the door. The miracle has arrived. In his hand, a red rose which he handed me. But I have seen the likes of him before. Treasure hunters and thieves. This one must be the sorriest of the lot. Was it pity I felt in my callous heart? Now he warms his wet and malodorous feet by my fireplace, my very own mysterious stranger. Among the many things he calls himself is an optician and an illusionist, though it is clear that he is little more than a sideshow magician. This house and I could certainly use some real magic. Eyes are meant for gathering nuts and scanning for wild beasts. Human eyes look, but do not see. Art demands vision, and artists must not be held back by eyes. Tonight I will make my ascension. I will fade into the crimson and become matter. I will not be an artist. I will not be art. I will be raw material. I will be magic. All left of my earthly self will be a rose. I cannot help but believe that this journey has been a long one. Beneath the oily courtesy thumps a broken heart. This is the end of the road for him. I left my jewelry box open to test him, but it is left untouched, as I thought it would be. I know what he is looking for. I've never seen it, but I know it's here. But I will hold him to his word. He must cure me, which is an absurd notion. He claims that my eyes are dying because of a lack of entertainment. That is his medical opinion. He showed me an endless series of images on his heuroscope, few of which I could see what they represented. It was amusing, but became tedious after a while. Still, I played along. Next, he will treat me with a miracle tincture he calls vermilion tears. I suppose him failing to cure me somehow will be an empty victory. Woohoo! Okay, so we've got the journal open, and we can go, now I think open the thing in the safe. After we save, of course. Actually, we're going to use the restroom, too. We've drunk a lot of coffee. Always wash your hands. Let's see. Okay. So, let's go save. Having absorbed that. I wonder how many or how many things are missing now, actually, in our documents. Missing a couple in there. One in there. A couple in there, one of which at least has to come from the 4-button safe. Okay, yeah, so we have almost all of the relevant documents now. Let's go open the clock. Okay, let's see if I wrote these down in the right order. Okay, so I labeled these as the first one is Venus. So it's that one. The second one is the moon. The third one is the 4. The fourth one is the 5, just to be confusing. The fifth one is Mars, which it already is somehow. The sixth one is the Sun. And the seventh one is Mercury. Aha. This must perhaps go to the mausoleum? The Trichoteria? I mean, there are 3 graves. They do have something I can insert in them. It could be that. We're gonna go try. And we're gonna say hi to Rudy, because we haven't said hi to Rudy in a couple episodes. Hey, Rudy, come on. There you go. Yes, yes, you are. Yes, you are. camera's creepy. I still feel like we haven't really used the statues out there for anything. But I could be mistaken. Okay, let us try the Tricateria key. And we know the order we're supposed to do these in if I pull out my notes. So I wrote it down somewhere, I think. Second and last, first to pass, third and fourth. Okay, so first is supposed to be the She Lived for 2 Centuries one, which is, I think, this one. Oh, nope. It is not. I did not, but let's just try this anyway. Yes, okay. Okay, well, it's not that. Okay, so let me, if I write out these gravestones. Got that one, got this one, got that one. Okay, so the first and fifth, She Lived for 2 Centuries. That should be the one, 1932 to 2014. Which one is that? It's this one. Okay, so this one is first and fifth. And this one is the middle one, right? I think so. Yes. Okay, so this is 1 and 5. Okay, so this one, the one who lived for 40 years, that's the 1807 to 1847 one. That's this one. That is third and fourth. And then second and last, the first to pass, which is the one that died at 39. Which is this one over here. I just want to double check. Yes. So that is second and last. Okay. Okay, so I have my notes, so we can just sort of skip to the end of screwing this up and then do it correctly, I think. I don't know, maybe it's not going to actually, like... Maybe I just need to do it in order and it won't matter. Let's see. I see. This even has the Tricaria on it. So that's what... If I'd have remembered that this was a Tricaria... okay, so this is 1. Two... 3, 4. And then 5. And then 6. Let us see what is in your secret underground thing. Oh, there's some... Oh, there's a lot of these panels. Okay. Interesting. So probably I have to look at the floor and notice that this is the center of the maze. This is the north of the maze. I'm looking at it on the floor here, if you're not sure what I'm seeing. And this over here, this is the west of the maze. Let's see, we've got a different kind of catacomb panel. Probably also involves doing something to do with the maze. But what? Like, this grid is, let's see, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wide. It's not like there's a marked point on this. I'm gonna go save, then I'm gonna come look back at this again. While I contemplate the nature and purpose of reality. Going to squint and squint and squint. Just the sheer density of puzzles in this place is impressive. We solved a lot of puzzles. Yeah, we're going to pay you again. Of course we're going to pay you again. Yeah. You deserve it. You're such a good boy. Never mind that you're going to be the Secretary of Defense. So what am I doing with these things on the wall? I mean, if it was just one, you'd guess, like, maybe it's trying to, like, connect. Oh, he's drinking. I don't think I've seen him do that before. What percentage of the time animating this do you think they spent getting Rudy's animations exactly right? It sort of feels to me like maybe 30% of their time went to making sure Rudy was as adorable as possible. And every bit of it was worth it, to be clear. So, got this. Okay, so I just need to stick that somewhere. And the somewhere can be... Oh, is this asking me... This is asking me where... Yeah, okay. This is asking me where the piece is, because it's a diamond, you see. Okay, so, if I look at this, this is the, south piece, and the, treasure in the south piece is... right there at the end of this sticky bit. So if I go ahead and do this, that's going to be 1 in and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up, I think. I think that was 5 up, but I'm gonna like double check how this looks if I actually compare it to my map. Because the map also has the grid on it. So yeah, so it looks like if I look at this, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was supposed to be 6 up. I think it's currently only 5 up. But it should be noticeably closer to the top than to the bottom. Okay, this is the east piece. Let's see where it is in the east piece. It's in the end of this rung here. So this should be 1 down and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I'm counting 0 as 1, I guess. Or whatever. Okay, and then this one, it's somewhere in that thing in the center, but where is it again? It is in the lower right. So let's see. So this, if I start at the bottom, this is 1, 2, 3, 4 in, and 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So I think it's like 4, 4 from the bottom right. So I think it's like there. Ah, we got it. And I presume there's going to be 6 more. Okay, we've got 1847. 1963 and 2014. And somehow... okay, I probably have to decide which way up this actually is. Because isn't this the lower right portion of the map? So I think this is meant to be rotated like that, if I got that correct. This is... I have no idea. Where is this in the map? Wrong thing again. This is the east side. This should be rotated like that, maybe? Although it's possible I'm doing this the opposite direction of the direction. Let's see, this is the, yeah, this is the... Yeah, this is the southeast. Okay, so if I imagine that this was straight up, if this is the straight up version, looking at the southeast there, then I would need to turn it, what direction to get it looking like that? I would need to turn it 90 degrees counterclockwise, right? So it'd end up looking like that, is I think, if I did the same transformation to this as was done to that. Okay, this one... Let's just remind ourselves. This one is I saw it just a second ago. This one is the east. And so if I did the same transformation to this one that I had done, sorry, which way is up? I think I know. Okay, that side's the side. Okay. So yeah, this is supposed to be on the left. So if I assume... Okay, so then I think this is right. If I did the same thing to this that I had done to that, I think I'd end up there. Okay, and then this one... I think this is the one I screwed up. I think I thought I knew where this was, and I don't think I knew where this was. This is actually the southwest. And so it's been turned 1 degree that way, I think. Oh, I thought that was going to be right. Yeah, if I click that 1 degree clockwise, it ends up looking like that. Okay, this one, it is, if I tip this 1 degree clockwise, I end up there. And if I tip this 1 degree counterclockwise, yeah, that looks right. So maybe I have these backwards of what it wanted, and it actually wants this one to go that way, and these two to go the other way? Okay, somehow I have still not gotten this correct. Okay, I wish to understand what I am doing wrong here. It doesn't have to do with the order of these numbers, does it? So let's see. I was just thinking, like, maybe they don't correspond to the one they're sitting on top of. That feels like it would be mean. I think more likely I just misread one of these. Okay, so I'm going back to... I think I should do the same thing. So the tile that was at the lower part down here got rotated that way, so I did the same rotation to the 1847. Oh, this one... Oh, I think I just somehow screwed this up, because this one's the same. This one also got rotated... Sorry. Also got rotated like that. And then this one... I think was the other way. No? Where is this one again? Oh, wait, no. Oh, this one is up there. This one's the northeast. No, this one got turned that way. Did they all just get turned the same direction? They all got turned 90 degrees counterclockwise, right? I think that's what happened. Okay, so I think if that's not right, maybe I'm supposed to just go turn all of these 90 degrees clockwise instead if I'm trying to, like, undo it or trying to... There's sort of, like, two different directions you could think about this from. That wasn't right either? Well, am I just wrong about where this piece goes? Sorry, I said the wrong thing about where this piece was. I keep screwing this up. Okay, so let me put these two back where I think they belong. This one is not the northeast piece. This one is... See, it's got that little square. This one is the southwest piece, I think. So I think this one's fully upside down. I think this one's 180 degree rotation. You didn't like that either? Wait, is it not 180? No. This is just 90 degrees clockwise. This is so, But I feel like... Okay, so I think these are both 90 degrees counterclockwise. Which is what I've done to the date and what I've done. So this one's the southwest piece... Sorry, southeast piece rotated like that. This one is the east piece, rotated like that. Unless secretly this pattern shows up somewhere else and I've just not noticed this whole time, which is very possible. But the pattern of the two ends almost but not quite meeting and making that thing. Let's see. Do we have the giant A in here? Oh, this just isn't that piece. This is a different piece because the east piece has that giant like A shape. Where is this showing up? Okay, so that's what's happening here, is that this is not the piece I thought it was. Oh, this is the this is the northwest piece. Okay, so what did we do to the northwest piece? We took the northwest piece and we turned it the other way? Right, we turned it 90 degrees that way. So this is the... Yeah, I think this is the northwest piece. I think what's really true. With that, like, weird omino in the middle. Yeah, okay, this is the northwest piece, and it's been rotated 90 degrees that way. I'm pretty sure this is the southeast piece. So I think this is the southeast piece, and it's been rotated like this. I think this is the northwest piece, and it's been rotated like this. And this is the one, or this is another one that I think I had screwed up a couple times, but let's double check that we really agree with ourselves about what this is. I think this is the southwest. Let me look at something distinctive in the southwest just to, yeah, we've got sort of that kind of, yeah, this is the southwest, and it's been turned that way. Okay, so I think now I have turned all the dates, although I've thought this before, I think I've turned all the dates the direction that this was turned. So let's do our usual, try it 180 degrees the other way. That is still not right either. Okay, well then I definitely want to put it back the way I had it. I do still have this listed as a thing to solve, right? Okay, good. I was like, I didn't accidentally solve this at some point and just not notice, right? So yeah, so we do that to the 1847. We do that to the 1963. Wait, which one is this again? Right, this is that one. Okay. We do this to that piece. Yeah, this has to be the southwest because it has exits going every other direction. What else could it be asking us to do if it's not this? Because these are rotated. Like, none of the others were rotated, right? If I look back at these, like, this was the position it was in the maze, right? Which one even was this? This one was the bottom. Yeah, this is the south piece. And you can tell, yeah, that's oriented the way that it was. Oh, I just walked past an American dollar. Nice. Are there other dollars? Probably are. Not there, apparently. What about over here? There we go. Dollar. No dollar. So what else? Could I be attempting to do with these in relation? And just so that I can sort of mentally see it, I'm going to draw where these things are for myself. Okay, so this one, to be clear, I think is the bottom right. Is it possible that that fork shape shows up somewhere else? Yeah, it also shows up there. Is this actually the... It's not actually the east piece. Yeah, this really is the southeast piece. So this is the one on the left. I'm just drawing this on my map. And it has been rotated 90 degrees clockwise, right? Yeah, 90 degrees clockwise would get you there. It's not like there's something else I could do. Okay. So, we figured it out. Okay. So 90 degrees clockwise, and then the question is, was it then like turned upside down or something like that? I think this one is just straight 90 degrees counterclockwise. Okay. This... Yeah, so if we actually took that one and we rotated it 1 clockwise, what would it look like? Well, it would not look correct. Right? Because if we took this and we rotated it 1 clockwise, this piece would be over here. So what we have to do for this one is we have to first turn it upside down. So then we have to mentally figure out, okay, so if I turn this upside down, and then want to get that there, that's turn it upside down and then rotate it 180 degrees, I think. It seems to agree. Haha, we have the other eye. Excellent, excellent. Good practice with my elements of D8, I suppose. Let's see. Oh, there's an owl. Like a scene in the script of a man, here sleeps the owl with one eye open. Let's see. We can pull the lever. Oh, now I can connect back to the courtyard, not have to wander this far. Excellent, excellent. So clearly I have to go shove the other eye in the red maze. But I'm going to do that next episode, so you're going to have to wait and see what happens. But until next time, I wish you the best of luck with all of your rotations and reflections. And I'll see you then when we get to shove the other eye in the skeleton and see what happens. Or the Minotaur and see what happens. That's all for now, though. Bye for now.